Gun Statistics by me, Hunter Novchek. This is the United States of America. As you can see, the southern portion of the states is the most populated of the guns and fatal gun accidents. We, as everybody should know, live in Wisconsin, and they have some of the least amount of gun population and least fatal gun accidents. This is a pie chart of gun accidents. Most of them are caused by suicide. The second most is murder of acquaintances. Third most is murder of strangers. Fourth most is from strangers. And fifth most is from defense of yourself, others, or property. Do not become a statistic. So, in America, most guns are populated by people. Only 897,000 are carried by police. Almost 20% of gun owners own 65% of the nation's gun population. And then the Federal Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco and Firearms says that 5.5 million new firearms were manufactured in America in 2010, and 95% of these were sold on the U.S. market. Close to 33,000 Americans victims of gun-related deaths in 2011, and an average of 268 citizens are killed per day.
Psychology with Gun Safety by Peter Conrad. 9% of people in the United States have outbursts of anger, smash things, and get into physical fights, and have access to firearms. 1.5% of people have those guns with them at all times. Some mental illness are ranged from like anxiety, depression, and other ones. 79% of all deaths by men are by suicide with guns. It is illegal to own a gun if you have mental illness nationwide in the United States, because they want to protect you from actually doing a mass shooting, like you heard in the San Bernardino attack, when some guy totally just opened fire. He had a mental illness with him. And also down in Milwaukee that one time, a guy had a mental illness and bought automatic rifles. What is a mental illness? A mental illness refers to a wide range of mental health conditions, disorders that affect your mood, thinking, and your behavior.
Hello, this is Kyle Shu with general facts about gun safety. You must always point your gun in a safe direction. Always keep your finger off the trigger before ready to shoot. When you're holding a gun, keep your finger on the side of the barrel, and always keep the gun unloaded until ready to shoot. When you pick up a gun, always activate the safety device if there is a safety device on the weapon. If the weapon is a magazine, remove it until ready to shoot. Think first, shoot second, always. Before using a gun, you should first, of course, understand how the gun works, all the parts. Make sure you clean your gun so it doesn't get jammed when you're shooting, or else that'll be a danger hazard to people around you. Make sure the gun is safe to operate, and when shooting, make sure to wear proper gear such as eye goggles and ear mufflers or protectors.
Metz, and I'm going to be talking to you about Tab K. First, the T. Treat every firearm as if it were loaded. So if you had a firearm that didn't have any ammo in it, treat it like it did have ammo in it, so you wouldn't like misfire it or not shoot it at all, like dry fire. That would ruin the gun. And A is always point the muzzle in a safe direction. But what that means is if you are around multiple people, you should point it either up or down, depending on the situation. B is be aware of your target and what's beyond. That means when you're looking down the scopes or the scope of your gun, you shouldn't be pointing the gun towards a person, or you shouldn't be pointing a gun towards a target that has people beyond it. And when you're the person shooting, people that don't have weapons or the guns should be behind you, not in front of you. And the K is keep your finger out of the trigger guard until ready to shoot. So what that means is there's a little guard on the gun itself, so for the trigger, you have to put your finger in a guard. So if you pull it before you're ready to shoot, you could hurt yourself or jerk or move around and hurt someone else and point the gun in a not safe direction.